Ladies and gentlemen and nerds from around the world, thank you for tuning in to the Nerd News Talk Show you never asked for. I'm Dave Dawson, and I'll be your host, at least until they change the locks. Tonight, we have the return of Samurai Jack, our technology review, and my good friend Eric Almquist is here with his review of a movie DC classic. Our show is about you, about me, you're welcome, and the nerd culture that binds us all. Once again, I'm Dave Dawson, and this is Press Start. Today, my good friend Joe will bring you the latest and greatest news from around the web. In the words of Abraham Lincoln, I believe, we can trust the internet as much as we can trust voting machines. Joe, they're all yours.
Thanks, Dave. Studio Ghibli co-founder and acclaimed director Hayao Miyazaki is working on a new feature-length film for the studio, a few years after his retirement from the company. The announcement was made during a pre-Oscars interview with Studio Ghibli producer Toshio Suzuki, where he confirmed Miyazaki had been working on the project since last year. Rumors of Miyazaki coming out of retirement started circulating back in November, when a special documentary called Hayao Miyazaki, The Man Who Is Not Done, aired in Japan, where he expressed his concerns with a CGI short he had been working on. There is still no official release date for the feature-length film. Speaking of award-winning films, Suicide Squad won an Academy Award at the Oscars this past weekend.
Yeah, they won the award for the most misleading trailer.
Let me finish, Dave. Suicide Squad won the Oscar for Best Makeup and Best Hair Design.
Figures, because looking good is half the battle. But green, blue, and red hair dyes are up 400%. So who else was nominated?
A Man Called Ove and Star Trek Beyond.
Of course.
Moving on, Disney is set to lay off approximately 80 people and drop support for more than 55,000 YouTubers currently backed by its Maker Studios division. According to the Wall Street Journal, the move was already set in motion before the PewDiePie scandal last week. The company is apparently looking to bring the total number of YouTubers it supports to around 300. Maker Studios will stop promoting numerous YouTube channels and cease selling ads, but hasn't said who that affects just yet. Disney and Maker currently support more than 60,000 YouTubers. And finally, Oculus is in hot water after ZeniMax Media made good on its intention to file an injunction against Oculus. This will stop the sale of the Rift and any associated software that infringes upon ZeniMax copyrighted code. Last month, a Texas jury awarded $500 million in damages to ZeniMax after finding that Oculus co-founder Palmer Luckey, and by extension Oculus, failed to comply with a non-disclosure agreement. Of that total amount, ZeniMax was awarded $50 million for copyright infringement. ZeniMax lawyers said in a court filing, "The jury's damage award here, however substantial, is an insufficient incentive for defendants to cease infringing. ZeniMax's injunction intends to block the sale and distribution of any Oculus products that use its copyrighted code, which basically means the Oculus Rift could be dead." And that concludes the news roundup. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks, Joe. We'll be right back with our feature story. Pause.